This story so closely. It's historic. A potential indictment and arrest looming over former President Trump. Sources telling NewsNation they expect a grand jury to vote today on whether or not to indict.
No sitting or former president has ever been arrested before, although Bill O'Reilly differs in that opinion. This puts prosecutors and jurors in an unheard of position if they choose to charge Mr. Trump for alleged hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, another model. Robert Sherman is live outside the courthouse in New York City where that decision could come down. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning to you all back there in Chicago. Tuesday has come and gone. That was the day that former President Trump claimed that he would be arrested by New York officials. Of course, as we all know at this hour, that has not happened. But to be clear, the only person who was saying that something might have happened yesterday was the former president himself. Neither his own legal counsel nor the district attorney's office was able to corroborate anything of the kind. And even so, at this hour, an indictment still has yet to be handed down here in this case. Sources telling NewsNation that in reality, yesterday was pretty unlikely. Today would be the earliest day that it could possibly happen. But of course, we'll all be waiting here to see if that does end up proving true. There is this consensus, however, that what would happen today if an indictment were to be handed down would be unprecedented. It's never happened before in American history. So if the former president were to be arraigned, it would not look anything normal. Take a listen.
I think he will be given the opportunity to appear, get fingerprinted, booked, have his mugshot taken, and appear at an arraignment. But I don't expect agents, whether they're state or federal, to actually go arrest Donald Trump and drag him into court.
Standing here in downtown New York, you see this large media presence which is gathered here, and it has swelled over the last couple of days. It feels as though there's a media compound right here on this corner. Eyes and lenses trained at that courthouse, waiting to see if a historic moment ends up happening and if something of significance should happen here this morning or sometime in the next couple of days. Throughout New York, we've seen small protests and demonstrations breaking out. Nothing that has gotten out of control. A few people holding signs, a couple of shouting matches here and there. But again, everything has remained mostly peaceful here. But you have heard some people calling for the former president to be held accountable. But you have others here in New York saying this isn't what's important and it should be refocused. Listen to this.
I just don't really care about politics.
The DA should focus on crime in New York.
Yeah, there's bigger issues.
He should focus on crime in the city.
And so here we are. One thing that is worth noting here is that just yesterday, there was a nearby courthouse that had a bomb threat. Testimonies were delayed over there. It actually just so happened that former President Trump had a civil case taking place over at that courthouse. The bomb threat was determined to be a hoax. They don't think this had anything to do with the 45th president. But it adds to a lot of the tension that you have here on the ground as we all wait to see what happens. New York police say that they're upping their presence on the ground, but they don't know of any credible threats at this hour. Mitch?
And NewsNation is there on the ground waiting to see if anything happens. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.